Good afternoon and welcome to Thursday's edition of the Warrior Daily. I'm Cameron Weidenthal, and here's what's happening this week at WSU. Women's basketball went 0-2 this past week with losses at Ferris State and at home against Grand Valley. Despite the recent struggles, WSU can still clinch the #1 seed in the GLIAC with a win tonight over Lake Superior. WSU fell out of the top 25 in the coaches poll and dropped to 5th in the NCAA Midwest regional rankings, which were announced yesterday. The men's basketball team also lost both of its games last season and will miss the GLIAC tournament for the first time since the 2007-2008 season. The softball team continued its solid start to the season, improving their record to 9-1, going 4-0 in Rosemont, Illinois in an indoor tournament with wins over Upper Iowa, Lewis, Winona State, and Wisconsin Parkside. Women's indoor track and field competed at 2 events on the Saturday. The teams were split up. The Warriors ran at the Hillsdale Tune-Up and also at the Michigan Silverstone Invitational. Brittany Johnson was named GLIAC Athlete of the Week after setting a provisional time in the 800-meter, which was also the 10th fastest D2 time this season. The WSU Athletic Department inducted its 6 newest members into the Athletics Hall of Fame on Saturday morning, and Erica Barzak, Sarah Berry, Sebastian Foka, Chris Krasminski, Krister Tour, and Ebony Vincent were introduced during halftime of the men's basketball game on Saturday afternoon. The basketball programs will play Lake Superior tonight inside the Mathi beginning at 5:30 p.m. WSU will honor its 8 seniors, 1 for the women and 7 for the men, prior to each tip-off. Fans are encouraged to wear their black Warrior gear to black out the Mathi. Tune in to WDTK and Russ McNamara for the men's game at 7:30 p.m. and you can also follow along on live stats and on Twitter. Women's indoor track and field will participate in the GLIAC Indoor Track and Field Championships on Saturday and Sunday. Last year was their first championship competition. Warrior baseball will meet St. Joseph's for 3 games in Florence, Kentucky at Cincinnati Medical Care Stadium on Saturday and Sunday. Both tennis programs will host Northwestern Ohio tomorrow at 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. inside the indoor facility. The fencing programs will compete at the Midwest Conference Championships on Saturday and Sunday in South Bend, Indiana. Also, the men's and women's swimming and diving programs collected 25 invitations to the 2014 NCAA Championships at the Spire Institute in Geneva, Ohio on March 12th through the 15th. 14 women and 11 men will compete for national titles during the championships. WSU will host its Spring Coaches Series on March 4th at 5 p.m. at the Majestic in downtown Detroit. That's what's going on this week at Wayne State. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube for the latest news and notes regarding Warrior Athletics.